Hi guys, I'm Enchantress, and on this channel we go live every single day. On Sundays is Angel Messages, Mondays Mystery Monday, and Tuesdays open mic for yes or no questions. So please subscribe so that you can join us on these lives and get notified. Donations are gladly accepted here. To help us grow, we ask that you like, comment, share, guys. If you have not, slam the ding subscribe button. All right, guys, I always talk about karma, reciprocity, equal give and take. I always talk about karma, all right? A lot of people don't know, or they feel like, oh, I never had karma, or that's never going to happen to me. Well, guess what? It will catch up to you. You just may not see it the way it's happening, but it will catch up to you, all right? And it will take from you. It will. So it's best to be kind. It's best to be good to people, because it has its way of returning back in. And I just told somebody the other day that people that have told lies and done things and been deceptive to you and, tried to come up against you in different ways to try to make your blessings a nightmare. Guys, did you just hear that? Something just fell out of the blue. There's nobody up but me. I know you heard it. Where's September? I know you heard it, September. Did you hear that? See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. Did you just hear that? I'm getting ready to go see. One moment, guys. All right. I don't have time to get that up now, guys, but that was my whole makeup tray. Everything fell onto the floor, but I'm not getting it up now. But that's out of the blue. Okay? I'm done from what I was talking about. But I just said that I just looked in the mirror and I said, people who've done things and tried to take your blessings and try to deter you, when people try to deter you of things, it will catch up. It will. I'm getting ready to see what that was, guys. Whatever that was. What does it want to tell me? Okay. Whatever it was, it could be what you said too, September. But I think it's more, it's abundance. Something's about to come in. Somebody is about to get what they deserve. Somebody is about to get an opportunity. Somebody is about to start a new career, new venture. Prosperity is coming in. And I do feel like somebody is now spiritually awoke. So somebody is awake now. Somebody has woken up and they're about to come to you possibly with some type of offer. You may be awakened. What does that spirit want to tell me? Yep, it's about money. Look at this. It's about money. So that spirit may be about to, the wheel of fortune is about to flip. The wheel is spinning. And it may flip in your favor. You may collaborate with somebody. This is about teamwork, building something. I'm going to tell you something. When that just happened, it shut me down from what I was about to talk about. There's a new project, new opportunity, a move, or something is about to happen for you. Somebody is about to get an offer. There's some type of new experience about to come to you. Okay? Why was the spirit here? This must be. Yep. Something is about to move. It's about to move. Okay? Some progress, some action, something is about to take place. Determination, willpower, direction. Something's about to move. Okay? All right, you guys heard it. I'm not even back there. There's nobody up. You know what I mean? So somebody said it's a scam. What am I getting out of it? My channel is weird. I can't do certain things on my channel like you would put on your lives to make everything grow, you know. So these blockages are about to be lifted. So whatever blockages that somebody has, I feel like that was a message, and it's also for me. The 10 of Cups is about to come in. The Empress energy is here. So any blockages that you have, I think they're about to be lifted. Thank you, Michael. Yep. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. So listen, they're about to be lifted. Whatever blockages. All right, that was a spirit. That was a spirit. Look, didn't I tell you? Every card has pentacles on it. Some of you are about to be grounded here. Okay? Look at all these good cards. They're not full. I'm actually shuffling, guys. There's the deck. I'm actually shuffling. There's a Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All pentacles like came out. An earth sign could come be relevant. Libra, Taurus, family. Something is about to be unstuck, okay? The Ace of Wands, look at all the pentacles. Look. Look at the Empress here. Some of you are about to make moves, okay? And these are the right moves. You're going in the right direction. You got 2 aces on the board. New activities or environment with 2 aces. You're about to become unstuck. Okay, so if you've been stuck, something's about to change. Life with Tony, I just was talking about that. Listen, you still stand in who you are. You don't change who you are. If you have a good heart, keep it that way. It may get beat up along the way, but your blessings are going to be like nobody else's. And that's the same thing I was saying yesterday that I was getting at. That I look at everybody else, you know, even my age, the people my age, I look at them and I go, your blessings are on your face sometimes. They're on your face sometimes. The blessings that you get sometimes are not like anybody else's. I think through the years, people who've told serious lies on me, serious lies, and I still kept going. And that's good, Life with Tony, but don't ever become selfless. Thank you, Life with Tony. Don't ever become something that you're not. I mean, don't ever become I think I said that backwards. But still continue to give, because your blessings are going to be seen. Sometimes your blessings are written on your face. Some people carry youth for a long, long time on their face because of their heart. Because remember, what's inside you comes out. If you've had an ugly heart and you've done people wrong, it's going to come out on your face. That's the way I see it. You know how that song, Written All Over Your Face? Was that Tony, Tony, Tony? Yeah, but that's where, remember now, I've predicted this life with Tony. Remember, I had the cards and it said, don't let your anger get the best of you. You're going to regret it. You remember that card came out? It came out for a reason. But I looked in the mirror yesterday, guys, and I took some photos of myself and I posted some photos. And I said, I remember a lot of people telling lies on me. But you know what that means? That means you've done something right. That means you've done something right. And I said, now I look at them and I see their karma. Everybody have told a lie on me, specific lies. Most of the time, it was something about, dangerous lies. Like, I remember my kid's dad, and I hate to say this because you never know who's listening, but my kid's dad, mother, told him that I slept with their stepfather. Yes, because he went away in the military, and she told him that. And then his brother was just a kid, like a young kid, told him that too. I'm just telling you, that was devastating. And the stepfather, I slept with the stepfather. Do you know how old I was? Never. And I said on my life, on my kid's life, I never done that. And that's the truth. And do you know that still comes up to this day? Do you know some of their relatives have asked me, did you sleep with the stepdad? Still to this day. And I said, I look at them and I look at me. And I see their karma. But anyways, I'm not going to keep talking about me because that's not what I do. Anyway, let's back to these blessings that are about to come in, okay? Because there's the Empress energy here. It doesn't matter. You're about to receive blessings for people, for things that people have done to you, said about you. Everything is about to come into full circle. All you have to do is hold your composure. Life with Tony, and these were the warnings that I told you guys before. Don't let people get you in a knot. That was something crazy. That ruined my life, guys. That one lie ruined my life because it ruined our relationship. And guess what? She waited for this man for years, his mother. And she got rid of a good man, the stepfather, and put that lie on him so that it would make an excuse for her to get rid of him so she could wait for my kid's dad's father. Well, guess what? Karma. She waited, she got him, and he left her. You see what I'm saying? Karma. She even told him all these lies. This man would talk to me like trash when I would call when my kids were little. The real grandfather, when I would call, not the step grandfather, the real grandfather would talk to me like trash. I would be like, hey, I'm just calling, like, you know, the kids might want, what do you want? What do you want? I have your grandchildren. That's what I want. Well, what do you want? Just like that. Guys, life is something. That's the tip of the iceberg. But I still am saying to this day that I never done that. Never done it. But they put that on me. And then, you know how they say history repeats itself? I had a family member do the same thing after that. Said the same thing, that I slept with their husband. Let me tell you something. On my life right now, I don't want nobody else's person. And not to toot my own horn, but back in the day, I was not somebody to be that could not get somebody, okay? Back in my day, I didn't have a problem, okay? And decent people. But anyways, that's besides the point. But I just was sharing that because of something I posted. Like, you know, I look at everybody else. And the people who did that to me, I'm looking at karma right now. Look how long it was. Look how long it's been. So I don't wish it on nobody, but I'm watching. I'm watching and I see it. I saw it. See? And I go, you know what? That's what happened. Guys, if you have any yes or no questions, go ahead and put them up. And this is, like I said, not about me, but I was just sharing something. I don't normally do that. I don't normally tell people that much. But anyway, the spirit that was just here. The spirit that was just here. So don't you worry. Don't fret. Don't fret, guys. Don't you worry. Because anybody that's done anything to this collective and it has scarred you or ruined your life, it's about to all be fixed. Look, I can't even make it up. More pentacles. You guys are about to get a blessing here. You're about to get a blessing. That's why that fell. That was the spirit. And he's telling me, he or she, and vibe with, stay that way. I guarantee you, you are going to outshine people, okay? It may take longer than everybody else, but the reason for that is preparing you. It's preparing you. Thank you, September. But I still say back in my day, because you'll understand it later on in life. You'll understand it. You'll be like, okay, you know what I mean? Back in the day, I was this, you know things have changed. And Sujatha, that's sad because we're talking about family, we're talking about close people, we're talking about friends, and this is what made me start keeping my distance. And when I tell you that this, and don't you guys ever forget this, listen and listen carefully. If you are around somebody and every time you say something, they give you conflict, like you can't even say nothing like, oh no, I just, this is how that go. No, that's not how that go. They always like, their rebuttal is always against you. You're not supposed to be in that person's energy and they're not supposed to be in yours. If you got somebody that, even if you're in a relationship, never forget this. If you're in a relationship and that person constantly goes against the grain or tells you, you're like, you're talking about something. Like, oh, this is the type of food, this is what this is for. No, that's not how that goes. That's not true. If they constantly do that to you, get out of that person's energy. They don't want you there. Remember, I told you that because that's very significant. It's very important. Even if you're with a lover and that lover just constantly tells you, you say tomato, they say tomato all the time. Somebody that corrects your speech all the time, you say a word, they go, that's not how that goes. It's this. You're like, okay, well, I'm talking. You understood what I said, didn't you? I may have not said it the way you want to hear, the way you like it, But you understood what I said. You don't need to correct me. If somebody constantly does that to you, get out of their energy. You don't belong there. You don't belong there. I'm not a hood. I'm not sorry that I went through that. It built character. It built character, and it made me be able to see. It was only for me to be able to see who's for you and who is not. You know, snakes will be revealed, and they are revealed sometimes with their mouth and their lies and their deception. We have to be vigilant. This is what this is for. This channel is for people to be spiritually awake. You have to know who's for you and who's against you. And then people say, well, sometimes you get negative with the devil's energy. I don't care, because the devil's energy is among us every day. And you need to know who's around or who's coming towards you that's in that energy. About face they behinds and send them right back where they were. I don't care if it's a lover. I don't care if it's a friend. And guess what? If your lover, your husband, or your wife listens to someone else about you, you have to look at them as well. You have to look at them as well. Yep. And I'm going to tell you something. When I walked away from that person, I never looked back. And that was the love of my life. So I don't want to hear it when people go, I can't leave. I love them. I just can't. That was my first love. The first person I've ever been with. And you tried to damage me by not trusting me. And I gave you no reason not to trust me. I went back once to someone, and it lasted for a long, long time. But again, it was always underneath what had happened. So sometimes it's good to return, sometimes it's not. But that is up to you to analyze that. It's up to you. It's up to you. Life with Tony should be reviewed. You know what? Life with Tony, somebody is really repressing their emotions here. And, you know, there are some blocks. There are some blocks. Should you invest with your wife? You know what? I believe this says to stand your ground. There's going to be some challenges, but you guys have to learn to agree to disagree. I think it could work, life with Tony. And I know you're probably going through something, but you got to think about everything else. You got to look at your future. How old are your children? You have to, it's telling you it's going to be challenges. It's going to be competition, but your job is to maintain control in a situation. And I'm going to show you the card. So it's the Seven of Wands. Maintain control, because that's your job as the masculine. It's rough. People need money. People need different things. But maintain control. Stand your ground as a masculine. There's repressed emotions here. So somebody is not telling how they truly feel. There's blockages here for this union. But guess what the card on the bottom of the deck says? There's arguments, there's things going on, there's conflict. But you must avoid conflict. And you have to respect each other's differences. And you have to agree to disagree. You have to become more diverse, and so does your partner. If you do your part, your wife will follow. I guarantee you. But you have to give her something to look at, life with Tony. You have to give her something to look at, something to respect, someone to look up to. Your children have to see it. You have to give her something. You are the masculine. If I understand if it doesn't work, because I'm not in the situation. I understand. But it's telling you to stand your ground, and you have to weigh your options. I don't see, like, I just see disagreements. That's something that can be fixed and worked on. The woman will follow the masculine to a cliff. Okay? So it's the masculine's job to make the feminine want to follow you. Because if you set the right example and if you set the tone, a woman will jump right off a cliff with you, holding your hand. We gotta go. We gotta run. She's gonna run right with you. You set the tone. I kind of feel like somebody might be in regret about something, September, but somebody may rethink an approach. This could be you or the person. Somebody may come back in. I would wait, because the King of Swords came up in the reverse, and the King of Swords is about quiet power. So you answered your own question. The King of Swords is quiet in the reverse. I'm not going to look at the negative connotation of the King of Swords reverse, but I do know that means quiet. So sometimes we are more powerful silent than we are speaking. Oh, guys, a hood. Let's look at a hood, guys. You know, Ahud, we need to take a leap of faith. Whatever it is that you have to do, you have to do it. Thank you for the donation. Thank you, thank you. Whatever it is, Ahud, you have to do it. You can't be at a standstill anymore. You got to go ahead and do it, whatever it is. And you're going to make a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough coming for you too, Ahud. First of all, Sapphire, you can't make anybody do that. If they do choose to do that, it's because they want to. Well, I can tell you this, the person is confused. They're very insecure, so if you said something damaging, it possibly could have made them close up. I feel like they may have closed up because this person thinks on the negative side. But I do think that it made them repress their emotions, and it caused inner confusion. And they could have misinterpreted what you said. Sharia, I see what you're saying. Yep. That person doesn't belong in your energy. They will bring you down doing that. And they take your energy doing it too. That is true, Vibe Wood. Yep. They always go against what you say. That person does not belong in your energy. You have to release that energy. And for a long time, I'm sitting up with people and I didn't even know it. I'm like, this is always combative. It shouldn't always be like that. Everything you say, no, that's not how that is. Wait a minute now. I didn't even get the full thing out. And you know what it really is? They're mad because you have enlightenment. They're mad because you're smart. Yep, you're going to recover and move on. And you know what you should do? Just start planning. Just start progressing. Start packing. Like little things. Just start packing little boxes and slide them under your bed. Just start packing. Because you're going to leave soon. Yep. Just start packing. Whenever I was in a situation and I felt like I needed to move or something like that, that's been years and years ago though, I start packing. Just start packing and putting them in the closet. Little things that you don't need or use, start packing it up. You're going to move. Two of Wands is on the board. That is leaving home, moving on. You will. The Two of Wands is here. And this is moving on too. The Three of Swords in the reverse. You're going to move on. Yes, you're going to move. I'm going to say yes. Wow, that flew way over there. I'm going to say yes to that too, Sujatha, but you have to leave something behind. You have to release baggage. You as well need to move on from something or someone. Yep, but there's still, you're moving. I can tell you that. Movement is here with the Six of Swords. So you are moving. You're trying to get to calmer waters. So I understand that. So you're definitely on a journey. This is a self journey to move to get you into a better space so that you can be more receptive and open up. Okay? So yes, I see the movement. Fiona. No, that would be prejudice. Why would I do that? There's different zodiac signs on here. Some of the mods are not Aquarius. They're not Aquarius. I'm not going to do that. We know that, Jim, but love has to go both ways. It has to go both ways. And if you stay stuck, you're not going to get blessings. And unfortunately, you know, things have to happen to help you elevate and to help you move and to help you grow. Your situation is a bit different, Jim, because I don't offer this type of advice to everyone. But I will tell you this. This has been a struggling relationship here for a long time now. And when somebody is not receptive or giving you the love that you deserve, it's called codependency after a while. You're comfortable there. You're comfortable. And sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone. Give me one card for Jim as advice. Yep. You see? You know what this means? You're stuck. Okay? This is a difficult decision for you. And you have to weigh your options. But you could already be in a deadlock. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. Do you have any questions, Michael? Mikael, you have any questions? Okay. Are your thoughts and intuition about your mother-in-law correct? You know, if you think that she's the type of person that will betray you or that will fail you in some type of way or causes issues, then I'm going to say yes. If you think in some way, shape, or form she's against you, you could be right. Okay? That's for Fiona. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. If you have a question, let me know. Okay. After Hogan, will you end up picking you up or not? Thank you for the donation. Yes, I'm going to say yes to that. Afton? Hogan? Did I say that right? Dana? Preeti, I was thinking about you. I was thinking about you just a moment ago. I didn't even know you were on here. You got to get rid of some blockages first, Preeti. You have to get rid of blockages. Anything you think is blocking it, you have to get rid of it so that the issues will be resolved. Does your mom understand, Dana, that why you had to cut your dad off of your life? No, she doesn't understand it. She doesn't understand it. You want to really know, Dana, how she feels? Because I'll tell you the truth. She sees it as deception. Now, I'm just going to be honest. All right, I'm not going to lie to you. She feels deceived. Yes, it is September because I looked around and I took a strong, hard look at people. That's why. And I'm just in a different place because I see what's going on now. We're so busy sometimes focused on other things that we don't see the blessings that we have. Melissa, you're a Taurus. You know, earth signs are going through something very different right now. For some reason, earth signs are having some difficulties. I'm around, let's see, Virgo, Capricorn, Tauruses. That's everybody, right? So I can tell by their situations that there's something going on with earth signs right now. And I don't know if it's because we're in their sign right now. Melissa. I mean, it's a possibility, but I don't think I think they're just a bit disconnected. I don't think it's anything severe. I think their happiness is coming. I just think they're disconnected or they're feeling some type of way about something. They're thinking about something, but their happiness is coming. I know, but Jim, you got to get out of the stalemate. It's, that's what stops blessings. All right. So, Michael. All right. So the problem here is it's time to boost your confidence. And it's also time to tap into talents that you have. Because when you tap into the talents that you have, you become better. Okay? Because you know that this is something you can do and that you've mastered it. So is there something that you can do that you're not showing people or you're not doing, or you just have left it behind? Like, I'm not into that anymore. There's something that you left behind, a part of you that you don't do anymore that you used to do. And I'm getting to it. Are you ever going to find an honest woman? I'm getting to it. It's telling you to tap into your talents. It's something you can do that you stopped doing. You're like, I'm not doing that no more. Whether it be, I don't know what it is, but I know you might be good with your hands. Are you good with your hands? Is there something you know how to do? Because if it is, you need to get back to doing it because it's going to build your confidence. And once it builds your confidence, that's going to attract who you want to attract. Hey, Erica. Yes. Yes, Ahud. She is. And she wants you to, right now, she wants you to be courageous. And she wants you to pull on your inner strength. And she wants you to focus on the task at hand. But yes, she is fine. Thank you for the gift, Michael. Yep, she's fine. I'm starting from the bottom to the top now. And going back up. Kenneth, you said you lost your wife. I'm going to tell you something about masculine sometimes. Sometimes when something happens in you guys' relationship, you bite your tongue the whole time. And when the person is completely gone, that's when you could say, I lost my wife. You know what I mean? I see, but you said you're happy for her, and that's great. Okay, Sharia. I told you there's something going on with Earth signs. Relationships right now, they're they're struggling. It's a lot of stuff going on, or they can't find the right person. It's really bad right now for Earth signs. I don't know what's going on with that Earth energy, but and it's a shame because the Earth signs want it. They want it so bad. Some, now this is not for all, but some of them are struggling in the department of love. And some are struggling in finances, but it's love. I'm going to get back to the ones that I'm good because I'm starting from the bottom to the top. You're a Taurus rising, Bywood. So yeah, it could be love, it could be family, I see you, September. What are these blockages for Preeti? What does she need to do? What's the advice here? Listen, you have the pentacles right in front of you. You have to take the lead, Preeti, okay? You have to be secure. You have to take the lead. You have to show discipline. You have to be generous when in dealing in business. You got to suck it up, Buttercup. But I'm going to tell you what, you will get it to this King of Pentacles. You'll get there, but you have to be committed. You can't be lazy. You have to be committed. You can't procrastinate. You got to get up every day like your life depends on it and do something different every day until something works. If you want to ask a business person, that's me. I'm your person. Any state I've ever been to, I've always had my own business. A brick and mortar, something and doing something. You have to get up like your life depends on it. And you work hard every day, even if you think there's nothing to do. You do it anyways. New things, come up with different ideals, do your homework, do your research. You can get there. All right, vibe with. Will justice be served in your love life? There's some delays here. There's going to be some delays. All right, I'm trying to answer the rest of these questions, guys, because it's been 50 minutes. I can't believe it's been that long. I may have hogged some of your time with my own stuff. Okay, Lee, man. Is this new love interest going to commit? They're not ready because they're dealing with self-worth issues. Right now, they could be working too much, or they could be pretending like they're better off than they are. So they're going to have to fix that first. They're not ready to commit because somebody's pretending to have more than they do. Or they could be overworking themselves. Okay, so I answered, I think, pretty much everybody. Let me just give you guys some messages, but, you know, I don't know who needed to hear that stuff, but yep, you can't just, one thing about a business, you have to feed it if you want it to feed you. That's the best advice I can give you, Preeti. If you have a business, you have to feed the business. The business is hungry. This is when 3939 on the board. This is when the business has to eat. It has to eat. So it has to thrive. It has to move. This is when money flows through you. To you and through you. Because there's exchanges in a business. You buy supplies, you sell them. You buy supplies, you make the product, you sell it. You buy supplies, you make the product, you sell it. You buy supplies, you make the product, you sell it. In between that time, you have to come up with lucrative ideals. All right? Lucrative ideals is what's going to make your business thrive. You feed it, it will feed you. Give me one for Preeti and her business. Give me one for Preeti and her business. All right. So take your heart out of your business. You need to rule your business by your head, and you're going to be supported. You might want to get people to help you, but this is a job that you're going to love, but you have to get into that space for it to love you back. You love doing it, but it has to pay you. It has to pay you. And it's going to do that, but you have to nurture it. All right. Sean Monroe. Give me advice for Sean Monroe. All right. So I'm taking it you're a masculine, right, Sean? You're a masculine, right? Yes, that is true, Vibewood. You're a masculine, Sean, right? Sean didn't answer. Sean, are you a masculine? I have to ask before I answer the question. And let me say something. I wish you just had said yes. I see that you were taught to be very tough, but that's the problem. You can't be tough on a woman, on a feminine, okay? Not initially. You can stand your ground, you can stand up. But no, That's the problem. And guess how yours come out? When you want to express yourself, you probably get angry. And I'm going to tell you something too. You're attracted to very beautiful women. And this is what you need to know about a beautiful woman and how they were raised. They are raised and they are used to being catered to, okay, to a certain extent. Because we live in a world where beautiful people identify with beauty. So if you're attracted to really, really beautiful women or feminines, you have to learn how to adjust to that energy. And you can't come off very, very strong because people are going to see you as abusive. And you don't want that. So it's just your energy. If you change it up a bit, you're going to attract a very, very beautiful spirit. I get it. And that is true, Michael. All women are beautiful. But he's attracted to a certain type. He's attracted to a certain type. And it's going to cause conflict with this type. That is true. But there's a specific type that he's attracted to. I just have to go by what I see and say it. And okay, and two, thank you for that point for letting them know that, because that is true. This person, this specific type that he's attracted to, they don't understand that. You're correct. There's a specific type that he's attracted to, and this is why things blow up. And they're going to see you as bully type or abusive. So there's something about your energy that you just need to change and figure that out. You have to, you know what I mean? This is in your lifetime. You need to learn to be soft. Somebody said, John, he said, on the battleground of love, I can't allow headquarters to be compromised. I get it. I get it. That is true, Jinkum. Especially if they had a father in their life. Yeah. Life with Tony, will your wife tell you how she truly feels emotionally? She's going to try. She's very indecisive about it, and she is like drifting away. But it's because of fear, and it's a fear of a loss. So she doesn't want to lose. But I can see this. How does life with Tony's wife feel and think about him? She wants to be with you, life with Tony. She feels like that you guys could obtain happiness together. Okay? So you need to work on it. You're the masculine. Remember, we follow the masculine whether we want to or not. We do it. And if you set the tone, she's going to play the music. Set the tone and she will sing. That's all men have to do. It is so easy dealing with women. It's not as complicated as you think. And it's so easy dealing with masculines. It's not as complicated as we think. Set the tone and she will sing the song. And that's your wife. And the thing about a wife and a husband, that's not supposed to be anybody else's. That is your wife. So if that is yours, you have to treat it as such. Treat her like you would, if you're a car guy, treat her like you would treat your car. That's your baby. You tune her up. You change your tires every now and again. You wash her up. You bask her, you drive her, and you don't drive her into the mud, do you? You don't drive your baby into the mud. You don't drive your baby into a brick wall. You don't drive your baby into water and flooding damage could happen and mess the car up. If you're into cars, treat your woman or your feminine or your wife like you would your car. That's your baby. I gotta go wash my baby down. I gotta get my baby some new boots or some new shoes. I gotta gas her up every now and again, right? You know what I mean by gas her up? You're mine, you're beautiful, I want you. I want you every day. You gotta gas her up or she won't run. If you give her fuel, she's gonna use it. Gas her up, wash her up, ride her slow. Because you don't want to burn her. You don't want to blow her. You don't want to blow a gasket. You don't want to have to get a new transmission. Right? If you treat a woman like you would your car that you love, you won't have any problems. Yep. And that's just it. That's what you do, and that's how you do it. And that will work. I'm telling you, it will work. Yep. And women, some women, they are turned on by the toughness sometimes, but you got to find a balance. You have to find a balance. So there's some days that you got to be soft, even if you pick one day a week to do it. It's a start. Every Tuesday is going to be my soft day. And I'm going to tell you how to be soft in an easy way. Because my dad was a tough, masculine man, but how you be soft is this. You remember everything that woman loves down to a piece of candy. Yep, if you remember down to a piece of candy, that woman's not feeling good today. 4141 on the board. You go get her favorite candy bar and something as small as that, and she melts. She melts. Go get her favorite piece of candy. Michael said he's soft. It changes everything, Sapphire, especially if it's something you really like. I don't care if it's cold in the house and a woman complains about her feet. My feet are so cold. My feet are cold. If you go find her a nice fluffy pair of socks, I mean like fluffy, we like stuff like that. With some little fur on there, she puts them on. She's like, oh my God, these are so cute. And my feet are warm. The smallest things will will surprise you. The smallest things. The smallest things will surprise you once you learn what it is about that woman. Yep. And people think, oh, I gotta give you this, I gotta buy this for you, I gotta give you stuff all the time. It doesn't have to be big things. It doesn't matter if it's $2. If it's something that she likes, you watch her melt. if you remember it. Like if you're out, just pay attention to that type of stuff. What candy she likes, what she likes. That's true too, Ahood. Yup. Even if you can't say it, that's a good one, Ahood. A handwritten note. So if you're mad, even if you can't express yourself, write something down. Guess what? Guess who loves you today? And if you start doing that repetitive, thank you for the gift. You've been so kind. If you're repetitive with that, that's something that she's going to look forward to. I guarantee you, even if she's a home person or whatever, and before you leave before her and you leave that note or something like that, or just a little piece of flour, even if it's a buttercup from off the lawn, if you do that and make it a habit, 4242 on the board, that's what something she gonna jump up and look forward to that note every morning or whatever it is that the woman likes. You just have to find out what she likes. Yep, and that is true, Ahood. We appreciate the simple things. That's all I'm trying to say. Yep, the simple things. I'm telling you guys, this is the best place for you to be so you can hear these women speak. So you can hear the feminine energy on here tell you. It's going to help your relationships. It's going to help you thrive. Well, guys, it's 5:30 a.m. here. Yeah, it's just stuff that's small. We don't even really care about the things you think we do. It's nice to have somebody who has that. If you have somebody that has that kind of money and they buy you a Fendi bag or whatever kind of bag, Gucci or whatever, that's fine. But the smaller things, I'm telling you, because that just is more like you really, really care. If you're trending and you try to be like, like everybody else, oh, I'm gonna get her a Gucci bag because that's what everybody else get. I'm gonna get her some sneakers. Okay, that's fine. But the little things that you remember about this person is what's important. It's a turnoff for me if somebody doesn't remember, the day I was born or don't acknowledge it. And then I'm starting to really be spirit. It said I was gonna get this another spiritual awakening. And I feel it happening. I feel it happening now. Yep, I get it, Ahood. That's the thing. That's all it is these are easy fixes. We make life so difficult, guys. Yep, this is true. That's a good one too. And two women like music and send a song and you guys have your song, couples share a song together that they both like, you know? It's not. It's easy. But you have damaged people out here, and you have people who have been abused in love and by love. And it's hard for them to open up and be reciprocal. It's hard. Let me get a card of the day for you guys in love. Let me do this. I feel like I didn't give out a lot of messages. Spirit, please and thank you. Card of the day in love for the collective here. Yeah. Now, for some of you, you have to know when unrequited love is here. If you are giving way more than this person, then that is unrequited love. You love them more than they love you, or they love you more than you love them. And this is what you do not want, because that's not enough. It's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. But for some of you, you know, we do have wedding on the board. Clarify the wedding here. So some of you are going to come together with someone. Some of you may heal family issues. This is your marriage that's on the line here. Some of you may need to go to a quiet retreat. Just go on a road trip. Just drive. Just drive somewhere. 4141 on the board. Healing family issues. Somebody is trying to heal their marriage. Go on a retreat. Give me an outcome to this healing marriage here. Wow, this could be your soulmate. Didn't I say it's time to go on a second honeymoon? I don't care if it's at a nice hotel and you just guys go swim, maybe with a jacuzzi in the room. Go on a little second honeymoon. It's time to bring the passion back. Honeymoon came out twice. Look, get the passion back. It needs to spark. Remember what we told you, a flower here, a flower there. Bring out your sensitive side. It's going to make this person more attracted to you. I'm going to go, guys. That's all I have. I love you all. Enchanted Nemesis Drill. Please like, comment, share, guys, if you have not. Slam the ding subscribe button. If you're new here, like the live. If you're new here, comment after the live. This shows that you are. Why did wedding come out twice, guys? Look, I split the deck and it came out again. There's something significant about a marriage or a wedding. It's going to take place. Some of you are going to get a new love, and that's going to be that. But for some of you, why is wedding here twice? There's that retreat. Some of you need to get away with your person. Some of you, somebody wants to marry you. You have to have trust. Yep. Some of you need to have trust within your union. And it's saying some of you, this is a soulmate. Some of you are going to marry a soulmate. No, I love you guys into. Yeah, thank you for coming, Michael. Mikael, thank you for visiting us. Yep, for some of you, you need to express your love. Yep, you need to express it. That's all I have, guys. I love each and every one of you. And the good thing about this channel is, again, I correspond with you guys. I don't care if it was 1 million of you guys on here. I'll try to correspond individually as much as I can, because that's important. And that shows people that you care. You know what I mean? If you're just brushing people off, people are people. If you just want the likes, the subs and and you're not putting energy back in, I don't think that's reciprocity. It's supposed to be equal give and take. I'm supposed to acknowledge you. I'm supposed to know you. Okay? That's the only way we can help each other. If I don't get to know you, I'm slinging out messages. You don't know sometimes if it's for you, not for you. We have to be personable. Okay? In order for you to get what's for you. All right? And in order for you to have what's granted for you to have. So I love you all, guys. Please comment after the live and let me know you were here. All right? Until next time, guys, Enchanted Nemesis Tarot. Bye for now.